This is an attempt to create a generic navigating Kumu video so that I won't have to continue creating a unique one for every new project that I initiate in Kumu. So what you access in Kumu is a is a project, and a project has four parts to it. It has maps, profiles, perspectives, which I'll get to in a bit, but perspectives define the style of the map itself, and discussions, which are on another tab. Anyone can review public maps and discussions, and a Kumu user can also contribute to discussions. And there's a help down here in the right-hand corner, and the help is very well developed, and if you have questions, I would suggest that you use it. Maps in Kumu are contain four different types of entities. There are elements, there are connections, and there are loops. And a loop is just a collection of connections. There are no loops on this map, but there will be on another map that I will show you in a moment. I said for every element there is a profile. The profile is the part on the left-hand side. This is a profile for the map itself. If you click on an element, you see the profile for that particular element. As you walk through them, you can see them. And if you click on the background, it will take you back to the profile for the map itself. You can pan around in Kumu. You can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. And you can use the plus and minus to move in and out, or you can use the zoom to scale the whole map to fit your screen so that you can see it. You can double click any place on the map and it will zoom in that part of the map, and then you can mouse to size it accordingly. And if you double click, it'll take it backwards. Now that I moused over, I messed it up. So, but if I double click here, it will bring us in, and if I double click any place in the background, it will take it back to there. If I click and hold on an entity, it will show me that entity and its connections. And if I then double click in the background, it will bring the whole map back. If I double click on an entity and hold on it and see it, and click on other pieces, if there are other pieces connected, they will get displayed. And then clicking on the background brings it all back. The back arrow works to take you back to whatever the previous view was that you're looking at, as many as you need to. And then some projects have multiple maps associated with them. So that notice that here there's a switch maps. For this particular project, there are numerous maps and there are two different profiles. So if I select this map, notice that the legend is different, and the view of it's different because the profile is different. You can have numerous maps and numerous profiles. Each map has a default profile for it, so that this was the one that we were initially looking at, and if I select that, go back and look at it, notice that it switched back to the overall map as the default for it. So you will have to look, if there isn't something in the profile that tells you, you want to look on switch maps to see if there are actually other maps that are part of the project. The other part of Kumu is the discussion segment. This particular project doesn't have any discussions, though if you look at this project, also notice that this screen looks a little different in terms of what's here, what's up here, and up here. And the reason being is that in this particular map, I'm in edit mode, and in this map, I'm in user mode. The discussions are accessible here on this drop-down. This is on the profile for the map itself. If you just select discussions, it will show you the discussions that are existing for that project. And as I said, public users can review all of the discussions, And registered users can post comments and initiate new discussions, follow and mute discussion. So this, I'm currently following this one, so this says mute this discussion. If I wasn't following it, I could come into this discussion and tell it that I wanted to follow it. If I follow a discussion, anytime that there is a new post to that discussion, I will receive that post via email. And when I receive a post via email, I can respond to that post simply by responding to the email itself. And so it's just a very flexible environment in terms of doing comments for those people who are working on developing the project, the maps themselves. Should also say a couple of words about the Kumu architecture, in that a Kumu user has an account, and within that account a user can create one or more projects. I mean, on my account I have a number of different projects, and a project can be public or private. Public meaning that anyone can access them. Within the project, as I said, you create one or more maps and have perspectives for those maps to define how that particular map looks. This map looks very different than this map in terms of the way all of the entities on it are styled. Users can be public, meaning they don't have a Kumu account, they just access any of the public content. A registered user, or users can also be they can be observers, contributors, or managers. An observer is essentially following the project as opposed to following a discussion, so that if there are any new discussions initiated, they will get an email about it. Contributors can modify the map, and managers can manage the profile of users. So as I said, public users can review map and discussions. Kumu users can review the map, contribute to discussions, and create new discussions. Observers are notified about new discussions, and they can edit and delete posts. Contributors modify maps, and managers manage the role of users. So that's sort of a quick overview of navigating around in the Kumu environment. As to, there are additional navigation dimensions based upon what the developers put in the profiles. I mean, they can have videos, they can have links in this particular map on different elements. There are videos that people watch in this particular project. There are links that actually take people to different maps within the project itself. So and here there are soft links that refocus segments of the map based upon the way that it's defined. So those kinds of things you'll have to figure out specifically for how they're different for each project that you access. But I hope this has given you a sort of a general sense of how you navigate around in the Kumu environment. Take care. See you later.